Thanks guys for joining in another video. This video we're actually going to talk about the cores flag. So let's get into it. So if we type in settings, you can see that there is a cores property with 4 values. Blue Genie by default picks up how many cores you have on your system, and that's how many cores. So in this case, it's going to run on all cores on my machine to actually process faster. What we can do is actually we could process which core we want it to run on, and that's what the cores flag does for us. So let's do a quick alias on cores to see what the fully qualified commandlet name is, and that's set Blue Genie cores. Let's do a quick walk on cores itself. And here you can see again another add-on. Select the amount of cores you want to use. The default is all. Core information is pulled by using the number of processors variable. Variable. And then we have our flag, which is the cores value. So here we'll exit. Go back to settings to show the cores again. And here now we're actually going to just process through each one of the cores to see. So if you actually type in cores, you hit space, you can actually tab through a automatically built or dynamically built array of all the cores. So by default, you see all your cores list. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one is just a join of all of the values so that it uses all the cores. So in this case, we can actually do cores 1 and 2. You can see that it told us what it is. If you type in cores again without any parameter value, it sets it up by default to be all cores. So we'll do settings real quick. You can see all 4 cores are there. They were there prior to settings. Let's go back and do that cores list. So in this case, we can do 1 and 2. If we do settings, you can see that cores 1 and 2 were actually identified as ones to run on, and you can switch that up. So not only is this a validation list and it just tabs through, but you can actually type in your own as well. So 3 and 4, those are the cores that I want to use. And if you look at settings, you can see that it used 3 and 4 again. So this happens per job. So if you don't need to manage that setting, or you don't want to manage that setting, you can let the system manage how many cores it's using based on the job it's trying to execute. Normally, that's one of the best ways to go about it, is to just leave the cores alone. But if you feel like that you have to separate specific tasks on a core, that's the way to do it. So you can identify a core and just say, all right, I want to run on core 1 this time. The next job I want it to run on core 2, so on and so forth. You can identify this from the CLI and in these job settings, so that they're bound to your next call. And that's it for the cores flag. Thank you for joining me in this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one.